Welcome back to your session of squares and square root of part 3. What we are discussing in the last class? First, we discussed about the Pythagorean triplet. Is it right? Second one, finding the square root through a repeated subtraction method. Second one, prime factorization method. I gave an homework. I hope you all did that homework. Answer for that homework. First question, write the Pythagorean triplet whose one of the member is 6. Answer, you already know the general formula. The general formula for a Pythagorean triplet is 2m, m square minus 1, m square plus 1. Is it right? Now, 2m one of the member is, they told one of the member is 6. Take 2m is equal to 6. But we have to find the value of n because we have substitute in this formula. So, find the value of m. M is equal to 6 by 2. 2 1s are 2 3s are. So m is equal to 3. Next, b, m square minus 1. You have to substitute the value of m in this formula. 3 square minus 1. 3 square is 9. 9 minus 1, that is equal to 8. Next, c, m square plus 1. M is equal to 3. You have to substitute in this m when the value in the place of m. 3 square plus 1, that is equal to 9 plus 1, that is equal to 10. So the Pythagorean triplets are 6, 8, 10. Okay. These, how to check this answer is correct? We have cross verified. For the, already know what do you know Pythagoras theorem? In a right angle triangle, the square of hypotenuse is equal to the square of other two sides are height and base. Is it right? Now we taken the largest number, that is hypotenuse, that is 10 square, square of that side, and other two numbers, that is 6 square plus 8 square. 6 square means 36, 8 square 64. So 64 plus 36, that is equal to 100, is equal to 10 square is equal to 100. So it is, your answer is 6, 8. The Pythagorean triplet 6 and 8 and 10 are, these are correct answers. Next, find the square root of 81 through repeated subtraction method. Okay, repeated subtraction method. First, 81 successive odd numbers. We have to subtract from the successive odd numbers. 81 minus 1, that is equal to 80. From 80 we have minus 3, that is equal to 77. 77 minus 5, that is we obtain 72. 72 minus 7, that is equal to 65. 65 minus 9, 56. 56 minus 11, 45. 45 minus 13, that is equal to 32. 32 minus 15, that is equal to 17. 17 minus 17, that is equal to 0. We obtain until we obtain a 0 at the end. Is it right? So, how many times you have subtracted? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, 9 square. How many times you have subtracted? 81, 9 times. So, until we get a 0. So, 9 square is the answer. So, the square root of 81 is 9. Okay. Next, find the square root for 256 through prime factorization method. Answer, 256, 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 1 remaining, 2 8s are 16. Next, 2 6s are 12, 2 4s are 8, 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4. Next, 2 1s are 2, 2 1s are 2, what is it? Remaining, this becomes 12. So 2 6s are 12. Next, 2 8s are 16, 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4. These are the prime factors. Let's see, prime factor of 256 is 2 into 2, 2 into 2, 2 into 2, 2 into 2. Now, we can group A together. 2 into 2, one group, 2 into 2, another group, 2 into 2, another group, and finally 2 into 2. There are, see, 4 pairs because it has squares. Is it right? So we can pair into two numbers. We can together to form a pair of that group. Okay. Next, 256 is equal to, we can write it as a in the form of a power m into a power n because it is 2 square into 2 square into 2 square into 2 square. Is it right? This, or we can written it 2 square 2 square 2 square 2 square. Now a power m into a power n, you already know that is equal to a power m, then b or m, that is the powers are same. So a power, you have to write m. So 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 bracket whole power 2. Next, you have to squaring on both sides. Square root of 256 is equal to this square and the square is cancelled. Next, what is remaining? 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Now multiply these. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. So the square root of 256 is 16. So 256 is a perfect square. Okay. Next, in this class we are studied about the find the square root by division method. In this method, find the square root by which method? Division method. Second one, find the square root of decimals. You have to find the square root of a decimals. Next, number of digits in the perfect square number means how many number of digits in that perfect square numbers you have to study in this video. Next, square root by division method. The number you have to find the square root by division method. It has 6 steps. First problem, find the square root of 529 by division method. To understand this, we have a problem, find the square root of 259 by division method. Okay. It has a contain 6 steps. Step by step, you have edit first step. Step 1, place a bar over every pair of a digit starting from the digit at the ones place. Means it is 529. Is it right? What that link? Place a bar over every pair of a digit. Every pair of a digit. Pair means 2. Every pair of a digit starting from the digit at the ones place. Is it ones, tens, hundreds? Is it right? So place a bar over every pair of a every pair digits starting from the digit at the ones place. Is it right? Now it is 1 is remaining. If the number of a digits, it is an odd because it has only 3 numbers, 3 digits. So if the number of a digits in its is odd, then leftmost single digit 2 will have a bar like this. 20 is one bar and single digit it is also a bar. Step 2, find the largest number whose square is less than or equal to the number under the extreme left bar. See what they are telling is, suppose we have already put a bar on this number. What they are telling, find the largest number whose square is less than or equal to number under the extreme left bar, means this is the extreme left bar. Take this number as a divisor. We take this number as a divisor because it is, in this case we taken 2. Why? Because 2 square is equal to 4, 3 square is equal to 9. Is it right? So 5 lies in between these two, but 9 is greater, is it right, than 5. So we take smallest number as the divisor. So we take 4. We take 2. So 2 2s are 4. Is it right? Now 5 minus 4, that is equal to 1. This is second step. What is the second step? Find the largest number whose square is less than or equal to the number under the extreme left bar. See, it is lies in between 2 square and 3 square. Okay. Take this number as a divisor and divide and get the remainder. This is the second step. Third step, bring down the number under the extreme next bar, that is 29 in this case, to the right of the remainder. See, this is we wrote 2 to the 4, 5 1. It is remaining is 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. Bring down this number. What that? Bring down the number under the extreme left bar, that is next bar, that is 29. Is it right? 29 to the right of the remainder, right of that remainder. Okay. So the new dividend is 129. Now the dividend is 129. Step 4. Double the quotient and write with a blank on its right. Means 529 minus 4 is 120 is clear. Now double the quotient. Okay. Double the quotient. Twice means 2 to the 4. Double it is 4. And we write and 4, and at the right end we with a blank space on its right. What is the blank space? It is telling the next step. What you have to do? In the step 5, guess the largest possible digit to fill the blank. You have to fill that blank. Guess the largest possible digit to fill the blank which is less than or equal to the dividend. Means it is equal to the dividend or less than the dividend. But in this case, so we choose 43 into 3. How we can choose this number? 4, it is blank. So we get 129 or less than 129. Which number you have to fill in this number? You have to check once. 41 into 1, that is equal to 41. 42 into 2, that is equal to 84. 43 into 3, 3 is 9, 4 3 is 12, 129. Yes. So now fill 3 in that blank. Okay. 3 43, 3 is 43 into 3, that is equal to 129. 129 minus 129, we get remainder 0. So since the remainder is 0 and no digits are left in the given number, see, there is no digits are left, already over. So no digits are left in the given number. So square root of 529 is 23. Okay. Next, we do one problem. Find the square root of 576 by division method. First step, what we have to do? We place bar first. Is it right? Place bar pair. We have to place a bar pair digits, and leftmost single digit we have other pair. Okay. Next, second step. What is the second step? You have to find which is the largest number or less than 5. Is it right? See, 2 to the 4. 2 to the 4. Is it right? It is 5 means it is 2 square less than 3 square. It lies between the 2 square and 3 square. So we have taken 2 as a divisor. 2 to the 4. 5 minus 4, that is equal to 1. And third step, we take the rightmost digit under comes at under that one, 176 it become. So we can choose now double the divisor. 2 into 2 4, and leftmost digit is blank. So on that number you have to find that number. It become 176. So we have 44 into 4, that is equal to 176. 176 minus 176, we get a remainder 0. So what is the square root of 576? That is 24 is the square root of that number. Square root of 576 is 24. Okay. Next, square root of a decimals. This is also similar like the square root of that, which is the one given number, that is we have to find the square root. The same step this also involves. First problem, find the square root of a decimal number 17.64. Same steps. Place a bar over every pair of a digit starting from the digit at ones place. See, 17.64. What are telling? Place a bar over every pair of a digits, every pair of a digits starting from the digit at ones place. If the number of a digits is it is an odd. If the number is odd, suppose it is 7.64. At that time, what we have to do? If the number is if the number of digits in this odd, then the leftmost single digit 2 will have a bar like this. So the given number is 17.64. So we place a bar on every pair of the digits. Okay, this is first step. Second, same similar. Find the largest number whose square is less than or equal to the number under the extreme left bar. See, under the extreme left bar, largest number whose square is less than or equal to the number. In this case, 4 square, that is equal to 16, 5 square, that is equal to 25, 17 which is lies in between them. Is it right? So we can take the least number because 25 is more than that 17. Is it right? So we can take the least number, that is 16. So 4 into 4, that is equal to 16. 7 minus 6, that is 1. 1 minus 1, 0. This is second step. Third step, same similar. Bring down the number under the next bar to the right of that remainder. So the new dividend is 164. See, same 4 for the 16 already I wrote. 17 minus 16, that is equal to 1. We bring down this number, so the new dividend is now 164. Yes. Observe step 4. It is different from that square of that number. What we are telling in the previous problem. Double the divisor, okay, and enter it with a blank on its right. Since 64 is the decimal part, so put a decimal point on the quotient. So double the divisor. So you have to double the divisor. So you have to double the divisor, that is 8. You put a blank, and since 64 is the in the decimal part, is it right? This is a decimal part. So put a decimal point on the quotient. You have to put decimal point on the quotient. See, 8. Double the quotient, that is 8, and the rightmost this is a blank, and you have to put the decimal point because 64 is the decimal part. So we put a decimal point on the quotient. Okay. Next, step 5. Guess a largest possible digit to fill the blank which is less than or equal to the dividend. Same as usual. Guess a largest possible digit to fill the blank which is less than or equal to the dividend. So in this case, 82 into 2, that is equal to 164. See, up to this completed, we take on this 164. This is blank. This is also blank. We get 164 or less than 164. Yeah, right. This number first you have to 81 into 81, that is equal to 81. So 82 into 2, that is equal to 164. So we choose that. In this case, 82 into 2, that is equal to 164. So we choose the new digit as 2. We have to choose the digit which is 2 and 2. Okay. See, which is 2. This one is 2. 2, 2. Next, step 6. Since the remainder is 0, is it right? Since the remainder is 0 and no digits are left in the given number, no digits left, all are over. 17.64, all things are over. So that's the reason. Since the remainder is 0 and no digits are left in the given number, that is square root of 7.64. What is the square root of that number is 4.2. See, 4.2 into 4.2 means square means twice. 2 2 is the 4, 2 4 is the 8, 4 2 is the 8, 4 4 is the 4 4 is the 16. 4, 8, 8, 16, 1, 16 plus 1, 6 plus 1, 17, so 17.64. So 4.2 is the square root of 17.64. Okay. Next, number of digits in the square root of a perfect square number means number of digits. How many digits are there in the square root of a perfect square number? Means the perfect squares of n digits. We don't know how many digits. It is n digits. N. If n is even digits, if n is a even digit, then its square root will have n by 2. N by 2 digits. Means if a number, if a n is an even, we don't know that it is n is a even number. It is 64. Suppose we take it is 64 or 25. Any number take. Okay. If perfect square, that is perfect square. If n is an even digits, then its square root will be n by 2. How many numbers are there in this perfect square? 2. And this is an even number. 1, 2. That is n in the substitute in the value of n. Substitute 2 divided by 2. That is 1. Means square root of 25 is 5. So 5, it is an only one digit. Okay. Next, second, if a n is an odd digits, then its square root will be n plus 1 by 2 digits. Means, for example, 169. Okay. It has 3 digits. 3 means it is an odd. Is it right? Odd means 1, 2, 3. 3 digits. So, in the place of n, 3 plus 1 divided by 2. 3 plus 1, 4. 4 by 2. 2 1s are, 2 2s are, that is equal to 2. In the square root of this number, okay, it contains only 2 digits, means 13 square is equal to 169. 13 means it has contains only 2 digits. So n plus 1 by 2 digits. The formula. Let's see problems 64. 64 contains 2 digits. Is it at 1, 2? 1, 2 digits which is even. 2 means even, 4 means even, 6 is even. Is it right? So 1, 2. So 64 contains 2 digits which is even. So what is the formula? N by 2. Therefore, number of digits in the square root is n by 2 formula. Means n means 2. 2 numbers. Is it right? 2 digits. So 2 by 2. 2 1s are 2 1s are. That is equal to 1. Means 60. What is the square root of 64? Square root. It is 8. See, 8 into 8, that is equal to 64. Is it right? 8 square, that is equal to what is 8. So it is only one digit. Next, problem 2, 144. 144 contains how many digits? 1, 2, 3. 3 means odd. Okay. 144 contains 3 digits which is odd. Therefore, number of digits in square root. You know formula n plus 1 by 2. So n means how many digits? 3. You have to substitute in the place of n. 3 plus 1 divided by 2. That is equal to 4 divided by 2 1s are 2 to the, that is equal to 2. That is 12, which is the 2 digit number. Means 140 square root of 144, that is equal to 12. 12, it contains a 2 digits. So what they are saying, that is 12, which is a 2 digit number. Is it right? It is a 2 digit number. 144 is the square number. 12 is the square root of that number. Okay. Homework. Find the square root of 576 by division method. Second one, find the square root of a decimal number A 2.56, B 31.36. This completes your square and square root chapter. Thank you. Sai Ram.